Hey guys, it's John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing great. RAMMSTEIN, one of my all-time favorite bands, and I love everything about the band. They're an amazing live band, and they've also released some amazing albums, just quality stuff. I'm obviously a huge fan of their guitar tones, and they have two guitarists. On one side they've got Richard, who plays the tube amplifiers, the Mesa Boogie amplifiers, and on the other side we've got Paul Landers, and he plays this wonderful little Tech 21 PL1 fly rig. Today's video is all about this wonderful little rig. In the near future I'm also going to make a video about the complete RAMMSTEIN sound, so also with the Mesa Boogie rectifiers included, so stay tuned for that as well. So, Paul Landers doesn't really like tube amps, or guitar amps for that matter. From the early days of RAMMSTEIN, Paul has played through the Tech 21 sansamps, or sansamps, however you want to call them. Beginning with the PSA1 models, and then later moving to the GT2 models. He then made a little detour where he played some digital emulations for a little while, and then later when he plugged back into the GT2, it felt right at home for him. And when Tech 21 asked him to make a signature fly rig, he said yes, and then the development for the PL1 began. 9 prototypes later, and here we have the final version. I've wanted to feature this pedal on the channel ever since it came out, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's also pretty different from anything else that I've ever tried, so that's also great. This pedal has some great sounds and features that make it quite versatile, so not just suited for playing RAMMSTEIN music. Let's demo some sounds and tones, and then go over the features in the process. This pedal has two sansamp channels. We've got the dirty and distorted Feuer channel over here, and then the Wasser channel, which is the clean channel. The tone of the clean channel is very nice, and it really reminds me of the Roland Jazz Chorus clean tones. The layout of this channel is quite simple, with a level, high, and low control, and we've also got a built-in compressor control over here, which you can use to squeeze the sound a little bit. And we've also got this bite switch over here that kind of gives this channel a little bit of breakup, which is especially noticeable when you strum very hard. This pedal also has a built-in reverb and delay section with a vibrato option as well. The delay has controls for level, repeat, and time, along with the tap control over here as well, which is very handy. And with the vibrato switch over here, you can change the delay to a vibrato, which sounds kind of like a very nice tremolo. The ambience has a very nice and organic reverb going on, and you can change the amount of ambience with the dedicated control over here. And with the size switch over here, you can choose either a small room or a bigger room sound. Let's take a listen to some clean tones right now. For the clean tones, I'm using the Wasser channel over here with a little bit of compression dialed in and the bite switch pressed in as well. And we've also got some subtle ambience going on over here. The main guitars on the left and on the right have some delay going on, and the overdub in the middle has some vibrato going on. I'm using my ESP LTD EC1000T full thickness Eclipse for this clip with EMGs in it, and I'm on the neck pickup, which is an EMG 66 to be precise, and the fly rig is going directly into my interface with no post-processing at all. So here we go and enjoy. That sounded beautiful. A very nice clean tone. I really loved it. And this sound also seems to suit the guitar very well that I'm using on the neck pickup, the EMG neck pickup. It kind of reminds me of the clean tones of Metallica, which does make sense since they use EMG neck pickups as well, and they tend to play their clean tones on Roland Jazz Chorus amps. Now let's also take a listen to the clean tones by themselves. Here we go. Now let's get to some dirty tones, the Feuer channel. Now mind you, Paul does not like tube amplifiers. He prefers the direct sound of the analog sansamps. So this pedal, unlike the other fly rigs, isn't meant to directly emulate a tube amplifier. It's meant to do its own unique thing, and it certainly does that, and it does it well. The sound is very raw, industrial, and in your face. A little different than what I'm used to, sure, but that's what I like about it. I can't wait to blend the sound of this with my Mesa Boogie dual rectifier in that later video. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. All in all, the basic sound of the Feuer channel really reminds me of the earlier RAMMSTEIN records. So very raw, industrial, and in your face. The Feuer channel has a level, high, mid, low, and drive control over here. And with the mid shift control over here, you can make the sound slightly more edgy and more sort of mid-focused. I preferred that sound for this demo actually, so that's what I'm using. This pedal also has a negative or positive boost, depending on how you set the boost level over here. And you can enable the built-in boost with the dedicated boost switch over here. And with the punch switch over here, you can make the boost sound a little bit warmer and rounder, which is great for leads and solos. So let's take a listen to some riffs on the Feuer channel right now. And I'm using the same ESP LTD guitar as before. I couldn't help to make it sort of RAMMSTEIN inspired. This pedal just did that to me basically. And as I said, the mid shift is enabled, the boost, ambience and delay are turned off. And again, straight into the DAW with no post-processing whatsoever. So just the raw and pure tones. Here we go. Sweet, very nice and edgy, and definitely quite different than anything else that I've ever done before. And that's what I really like about this. If you're very much used to the sound of tubes, this might not sound exactly like how you're used to, so it might take a little time to adjust. But of course you can always put some sort of graphical EQ after to shape the tone even further. Note that you cannot bypass the internal cab sim, which for me was kind of a shame because I would have loved to try this pedal with some great impulse responses. However, this is the sound that Tech21 and Paul were going for, and it definitely is a very strong and industrial sound. Let's also take a listen to this sound in an isolated setting. Here we go. Great! Some more features that this pedal has is the XLR ground switch over here, and we also have a level control for the headphones, and we have a simple input and output jack, as well as an XLR out over here as well. I would also like to note that this tin box in which the pedal was shipped is very awesome and classy, a very nice touch, and the power adapter that they included is also great. The wire is just very sturdy. It has this sort of cloth fiber going on, so that's also a very nice touch. So yeah, overall it's a great pedal or rig that does that RAMMSTEIN sound very well, but it surely is quite versatile too, so it's capable of so much more than just that. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on the Paul Landers fly rig. And please also drop a like and a subscribe, as that really helps the channel out. I'd appreciate that. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!